Tablets are almost dead. Almost every brand except Apple, and to a lower extent Samsung, seem to have given up on them. Xiaomi seems to be yet another exception. Their fourth generation Mi Pad is here, and today let's unbox it and take a quick look. Hey guys, Ash here from C4E Tech. As always, card to give away, link in description below, and also down there is the bell icon. Click on that to make sure you get notified every time a new video goes live here on C4E Tech. Let's now get started. So here's the box the Mi Pad 4 comes in. Opening it up, we've got the Mi Pad 4 itself. Let's remove the protective plastic. The metal feels nice in hand. We then have an ejector pin, a USB Type-C cable, the regular booklets, and a 10-watt travel adapter. Yep, I again had to flip footage to make it legible. That's how we do things here on C4E Tech. Jokes apart, let's get back to the Mi Pad 4. From a design standpoint, it feels very different to what Xiaomi's been doing all these years. And the reason I feel is because Xiaomi is trying to cater to a different demographic with this one. Okay, what am I ranting about? Let me explain. Now, the first three Mi Pads were aimed at an audience who'd want to browse, read books, a little bit of productivity here and there. Now, this one is focused on the end users who'd want to consume media, watch videos and play games and all that. I mean, think about it for a minute. Let's first start with the major change, like the first major change, the display. Now, the 4:3 aspect ratio from the old Mi Pads was great for reading, but this 16:9 we get with the Mi Pad 4, it's better for videos. You know what else was better for text? Resolution. Yeah, for the first time, Xiaomi has cranked the resolution down. It's Full HD now. So this means the first generation Mi Pad had a higher resolution screen than this one. But again, for videos, it really won't make a lot of difference. It's still Full HD. Most videos we consume is on Full HD. The lower resolution screen also means the GPU performance should be better with gaming. Oh wait, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about specs in a bit. Now, for the media focus, Xiaomi has brought back the micro SD slot, which they removed with the Mi Pad 2. So that's welcome news. Then there's also a LTE variant, so you get to add a SIM card here with that. Now, this is not the LTE variant, but if you bought one, you could. The headphone jack is retained, which should be a given, but since Xiaomi's been removing it on all Mi branded products, leaving it on the Redmi's but removing it on the Mi's, I thought it was worth mentioning given that this is a Mi Pad 4. The speakers have also been moved from the back to the bottom and are super loud. Yep, there's two of them and they are very, very loud with no distortion. I absolutely love these speakers. So while I dislike the reduction in resolution, I like the other changes here from a physical standpoint. The Mi Pad 4 is easier to hold, it's much narrower than its predecessors, and I also happen to like the chamfered edges, the speaker, the weight and thickness that have both gone up a bit but aren't really noticeable. As far as the internals go, with every generation, Xiaomi's gone with a different brand. Gen 1 was Nvidia, Gen 2 Intel, Gen 3 MediaTek, and now finally it's Qualcomm's turn. Mi Pad 5 with Exynos? Anyone? No, jokes apart, we've gotten a Snapdragon 660 running the show here with 3 or 4 gigs of RAM to go along with 32 or 64 gigs of onboard storage. There's a 6000 mAh battery backing this one up. Well, the battery capacity has gone down by 10%. The use of a lower resolution display and a Snapdragon chip should theoretically offset that. The Snapdragon 660, it's an excellent chip. We've seen it on some phones in the past. The performance feels good. On the software side of things, we've got MIUI 9.5 on top of Android 8 Oreo. MIUI 10 is expected soon. MIUI on the Mi Pad hasn't really changed since Gen 1, at least when compared to MIUI on phones, which has changed a lot. So it has gotten its quirks, but also happens to be super stable. In my time with this tablet, there wasn't any lag jumping between apps, watching movies. It was all a clean and smooth experience. Now, using gestures to navigate, that was also there. That was a breeze. I really liked it, especially on this kind of a display. Now, as far as the cameras go, well, they are tablet cameras, so no big expectations here. 13 megapixel f2 to the back, 5 megapixel selfie shooter to the front. How are the pictures? What do you think? How do you think they fared? Let me know in the comments below. With that, let's talk pricing. The Mi Pad 4 starts at 1099 yuan in China. That's about 160 US dollars or 11,000 Indian rupees. While I don't like the cut-in resolution, can't really complain about a Snapdragon 660 at this price point. There's no way we can, right? Seems like great bang for the buck from Xiaomi. Now, Xiaomi did bring the first generation Mi Pad to India. The Intel one didn't really do well. Xiaomi can't sell MediaTek in India, so that ruled out the Mi Pad 3. But given Snapdragon on this one, maybe, just maybe, Xiaomi might bring it to India. But here's the big question: does anyone still care about tablets? Now, if this came to India at 11 or 12,000 rupees, would you buy it? Let me know in the comments below. So I guess that's it for this quick unboxing and hands-on with Xiaomi's new Mi Pad 4. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Vote it down if you didn't. Comment below if you have something to say. Subscribe for more videos like this. And hit that bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our daily content. So now it's time I bid you adieu. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4 Retech. And I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.